The summer of 1518 in Strasbourg was stifling, the air thick with heat and tension. In this oppressive atmosphere, Frau Troffea stepped into a narrow street and began to dance. Alone, without music, and without joy. Her movements were wild and involuntary, her face twisted in confusion and pain. Neighbors watched in shock as she spun and flailed, unable to stop herself. Her husband pleaded, but she was trapped in a relentless, exhausting dance. Sweat poured down her face, her feet bled, but she could not rest. For hours she danced, a disturbing spectacle that drew a fearful crowd. As night fell, her agony continued, her body a puppet to an unseen tormentor. Whispers of divine punishment or madness spread through the city. The next day she was still dancing, her suffering a grim warning. This was no ordinary illness. It was a fever of movement, a plague with no clear cause. The city watched, horrified, as Frau Troffea's dance became the first note in a coming storm. Strasbourg was on the edge of an epidemic, one that would not bring boils or fever, but a compulsion to dance to the point of collapse. The strange, silent dance of one woman was about to become a chorus of chaos. The nightmare had only just begun. Within days, Frau Troffea was no longer alone. Dozens, then hundreds joined her, men and women seized by the same uncontrollable urge to dance. The city's streets became a stage for a grotesque ballet, faces twisted in agony, bodies moving until collapse. Panic swept Strasbourg as the number of afflicted soared to 400. Families watched helplessly as loved ones danced themselves to exhaustion, injury, or death. The city's daily life ground to a halt. Fear and confusion reigned. No one knew who would be next. The relentless pounding of feet echoed through the city, a grim heartbeat of suffering. Parents hid their children, businesses shuttered, and the economy stalled. The dancing plague tore at the city's fabric, leaving only chaos in its wake. Strasbourg was transformed into a city of puppets, their bodies jerking in a dance of torment. The nightmare seemed unstoppable. The city was gripped by a fever that no one could explain or escape. Desperate for answers, city leaders turned to physicians who blamed hot blood and prescribed more dancing as the cure. A stage was built, musicians hired, and the afflicted were encouraged to dance even more. The result was disaster. Music fueled the frenzy, and more people succumbed. As deaths mounted, authorities abandoned science for superstition. The dancers were led to a shrine of St. Vitus, hoping for a miracle. Priests prayed, rituals were performed, and some victims found relief. But for many, the torment continued. The city's best efforts, medical and spiritual, failed to halt the plague. Strasbourg was left helpless, watching as the dance slowly burned itself out. The limits of medieval understanding were laid bare. For centuries, the cause of the dancing plague remained a mystery. Some blamed mass hysteria triggered by famine, disease, and stress. Others pointed to ergot, a toxic mold on rye bread, as the culprit. Ergot poisoning can cause violent spasms, hallucinations, and uncontrollable movements. The summer of 1518 was wet and humid, perfect for the fungus to thrive. The afflicted may have been victims of accidental mass poisoning, not madness or divine wrath. As the contaminated grain ran out, the plague faded. Science now offers a chilling explanation for the bizarre epidemic. The answer may have been lurking in the city's daily bread all along. The dancing plague of 1518 was a tragedy for real people, families torn apart, lives lost to a mysterious torment. Their suffering reminds us that history is shaped by ordinary people facing extraordinary crises. The event exposes the limits of old medicine and desperate faith. While ergot poisoning is the leading theory, mass hysteria cannot be ruled out. Perhaps both played a role, a community on edge pushed over by poisoned bread. The story endures as a haunting lesson in human vulnerability. The dance of Strasbourg is a chilling echo from the past, a mystery that still fascinates and horrifies. It is a testament to the fragility of body-mind and the world we think we know.